All new at 6. For the first time in 3 years, inflation dropped to its lowest level in July. And tonight, you may be wondering what that means for your pocket.
Well, locally, it seems many people are relying on credit cards to cover their costs and running into problems because 2 South Florida cities made the list of places with high credit card delinquency. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is live from Northwest Miami-Dade with a reaction to this. Yvonne.
A drop in inflation, Jim and Nasha, lead us to the obvious question. Will this make my grocery shopping cheaper? Here's what we found for you. South Floridians want some breathing room when it comes to prices for food, clothes, and the basics. The July inflation rate hit its lowest level since spring of 2021. We went to Dr. Diane Butchie. She's a professor in the Department of Finance at FIU.
What's the big message behind all this?
The big message is prices have still grown than over the last 2 years. But now we're seeing a slower growth in pricing.
The report reveals housing continues to dominate inflation.
We're going to still see that there is some increases in house prices, in rental prices. Those are not going away in the immediate future.
But she told me the Fed is going to start reducing interest rates, which means it will be a little bit cheaper to finance a mortgage.
And are borrowing more using credit card debt.
In fact, 2 South Florida cities are mentioned on a report of the 100 areas where credit card delinquency is increasing. Hialeah ranked number 6. The economy is rough now. People cannot afford to buy as much food. They compensate with credit cards, said Madeline Peña. The other city mentioned, Miami, position 21. Will Muirhead blames his generation for what he calls improper spending.
And so what happens is maybe they will take on too much credit or take on something that they can't handle, and they'll spend a lot of money.
Noel Garcia, a business owner, does not blame the consumer.
Some of these banks should take a little bit of blame and protecting the business owner a little bit more.
Luis Terry agrees with Garcia.
Tighter limits on the cards themselves.
And start by controlling our expenses a little bit better.
She has advice for those in delinquency rate.
Look for, a gig job. Look for something else that you can do.
Something else that you can do so that you can have a higher income and therefore pay the debts that you have. Now, the ranking for the 100 cities in South Florida was based on the first quarter of 2024 versus 2023. So listen to this. When it comes to that, Hialeah residents were delinquent on 69% more credit cards on the first quarter of 2024 than 2023. And those who live in the city of Miami, 60% more delinquent than last year. There you have it. We are live in Northwest Miami-Dade. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.